Hello, crafty friends. It's Elisa from Paisley Papyrus. I am back as a crafter. As most of you know, this channel was originally started as a crafty channel, and I lost my mojo somewhere along the line. I actually know exactly what happened, but it will end up bad-mouthing a company, so I will refrain from speaking of it. But I have found my craft mojo again, and I'm delighted about it. I'm back in love with all of my paper crafts, and I'm currently on a big binge to use up a bunch of stuff that I have in my craft room so that I can buy new stuff. However, I will come back with more videos about that, but today I couldn't resist the Stampin' Up. It wasn't the clearance rack, it was like Wall Supplies Last rack. So these things are technically in the current catalog, which doesn't end until the end of May, but they were discounted, and so I picked up a few things. So first of all, I got 4 of these, and they were about $4, and they are called In Good Taste elements. And inside of each of these, you get one of these little plus and 0 wood sets pages, where you can turn them on their side and maybe make them X's and O's, I'm not sure. And then you get 3 of these leaves and foliage kind of things. And I've already punched one of them out, and they look like this. Let me see if I can put my hand underneath it to show you a little bit better. But I love stuff like this, especially on like men's cards, because it adds a little element of distinction. However, it's not girly. I also picked up these. These were also, I believe, on sale. These are the Star Designer Elements. Also, again, really great for man cards. So I picked those up as well. And then I picked up 2 spools of the Peacock ribbon. I absolutely love their pretty peacock, and this was on sale, so I picked that up. I love ribbon. I don't know about you, but I love ribbon. This was their, let's see, what's it called? Ornate Garden Specialty Designer Paper. I'm sure if you're on YouTube, you've seen it everywhere this past year. It was kind of like the pre-purchase last year. But anyway, it was on sale, and so I picked up 2. I had not bought it previously. I really wasn't super impressed in the catalog, but now that I have them in person, I think they're going to be fun to create with. So this is just sort of a smattering of each side of the ones that are in that paper pack. So I picked up 2 of those, so you will probably see me join the Ornate Garden card making train that you've probably already seen all over YouTube. Then this one I'm super excited about. This one I didn't like. It's called Trio of Tags, and I didn't actually like the stamp set that went with it. So, you know, of course I was going to pass on the tags, but then it was on sale for like $4. And, you know, you can always use tags, right? And then you got the tiny hearts, the tiny jack-o'-lanterns, and the tiny snowflakes. So for $4, why not? And then I picked up a bundle that is currently in the mini catalog and is also carrying over, not as a bundle, but the stamp set is carrying over into the annual catalog. And it's called Many Messages. Now, I've been crafting for 20 years. I have messages and sentiments out the wazoo. So why did I have to pick this one up? Well, because of this die right here. So basically, I stamped this once, and I die cut it once, and I have all of those messages at my disposal. So I want to give you a little tip, because I started working with it yesterday. This just arrived, I guess, on Thursday, and so yesterday was my first chance to really play with it. So I have in here the one other Stampin' Up sells these little grid papers, and I like them because if you get real close, you can see that I kind of did a light stamp on there while I was playing with it. And one of the things that you need to know when you go to cut it for the first time is to make sure you put your paper, you know, a grid, at least to this grid line away from where you're starting, and at least that grid line above the thank you up there. And the reason is that, oops, it's not going to play nicely because of the magnets. But anyway, the reason is because you don't want to cut off the edges over here, up here at the top, and, you know, other places on the die. So, you know, maybe use a scratch piece of paper the very first time you do it. But I love that it cuts out all of these sentiments. It makes me so happy. So if you remember, if you've been with me for a couple of years, you know that I like to pre-make card bases. Like some days, you know, my mojo just isn't there, but I want to cut up some paper and make some card bases. So I'll have stuff like this on hand, or I'll have some scraps, and so I'll put together something like that, or I will be trying to use up some paper and I will make something like that. Let's see if I have one in here that's a little bit more interesting. So again, scrap paper, I'll make bases like this that are just kind of in this little file ready for me to use. Mats, things like that. So let's see, where's the other one that I wanted to show you? Something like that. And then I had another one that was a little bit fancier where I had cut it and flipped it. Anyway, I can't find it. So I have stuff like this on hand. So one of the reasons why this mini messages was so great, because I pulled out some of mine yesterday and whipped up a bunch of cards. So this happy birthday was there. Actually, it's just as easy to make two when you make a card, right? So this happy birthday is ready to go. I'm super into collecting birthday cards right now, especially male birthday cards, because this coming year I am switching from high school to middle school, and I will have fewer students, I think, than what I currently have. I currently have about 1,000 students, and I can't make birthday cards for 1,000 students. However, I think at my new school I will be able to make birthday cards for all of my students, so that's part of my plan. But so this, I just pulled these out and whipped up cards, or finished up cards. I mean, I had already done the base work, but with that die, it was so easy to just pull things out and turn these from what you just saw a second ago into completely finished cards. So if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I suggest you find one and get a hold of that stamp set and die. There's also another stamp set coming out in the annual catalog that will work with the die as well. So you can get two sets of messages that can be cut out with this single die. So I'm super excited about that. I am not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I just wanted to show you my haul and show you how I've been using it. Then they added to the clearance rack after I bought all of these goodies, and so I placed another order, and that will be coming soon. So I will pop on to share it with you. But thank you for being my subscribers. I plan to come back with more crafting videos now that I've, rediscovered my love of paper crafting. So thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for being a subscriber, and I'll chat with you later. Thanks. Bye.